everyone okay?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, okay. Alright, I'm Dave. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about the Boss DD7 digital delay pedal. Alright, I'm going to start off just by telling you a little bit about what a delay pedal is, what it does to your guitar sound. Okay, so at the moment I'm just running straight into a little practice amp down there. So you can hear that all I've got is, that's the kind of noise we've got. Now if I had the delay sound on, what happens is, you can hear immediately we've got a little artificial repeat going on in the background. And what that's supposed to do, it's supposed to add a little bit more depth, a little bit more interest, a little bit more texture to your guitar sound. Alright? Obviously, that's a very exaggerated example, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take it back a little bit, we're going to make it a little bit more subtle to show you what it would sound like in probably a real band situation. I'm going to take the level down on the delay, and hopefully that's going to sound a little bit more. See, that's a lot more subtle and you can't really hear exactly what's going on, but you just know that there's something extra there helping you out with your guitar tone. Right. Now, I'm going to crank these up a little bit more to show you that you don't necessarily have to go for that subtle tone. You can really play around with this and get some really interesting sounds. If you think outside the box a little bit, you can play along with the delays that are coming out artificially. I'm going to show you what I mean with that. Okay. Now that was just an example of an apparent barrage of notes just coming out from a little bit of timing on my part, and everything else was purely down to the delay pedal. I mean, if you take away the delay pedal, all I'm playing there is. Adding the delay. That's all that's going on there. All on the delay pedal. And that's just using the standard digital delay mode on that pedal. You've also got a little analog mode on there as well, which if you like the sort of vintage tone and get a little bit warmer, if that's the kind of thing you're into, then it's a really fantastic tone for that. But if you want to go for really thinking outside the box, really getting your creativity going, then you've got a reverse mode as well, which is if you're into Hendrix and things like that. It's fairly self-explanatory what it does, but I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about it now. Essentially what happens is you'll play something, and the pedal's going to kick in and it's going to play it backwards for you. So when you start getting on, layering these parts up, turn your guitar from there, it just carries on. Hendrix would be proud. However, as wonderful and fantastic as these sounds are, they're not always appropriate. So, if you decide to stick in a backwards, upside down, back to front, double time guitar solo in the middle of your band's rendition of Wonderful Tonight, you might find yourself making a little bit of an unexpected move to solo artist. Okay, and by solo artist, I mean they might kick you out of the band. I speak from experience there, trust me on it. So, luckily, in this pedal, Boss have the perfect answer with a fantastic solution. They've added looping into this pedal. Now essentially what that means is you're going to be able to record something and it will play it over and over again, so you can practice your soloing, you can practice everything on your own without having to drag your mates into jam with you. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an example of that now. I've just recorded that in, and that's going to carry on over and over again for as long as it needs to. It means I can sit there and do a little bit of soloing over the top. As long as you like it, just keep going and going and going. However, if you get bored of that, you just like, yeah, I'm liking the jazz, but I want to rock it up a little bit. You can add another track over the top of that, exactly the same way. All you need to do, if you just stomp on the pedal, you can just record your next part over the top and it'll keep us going as well. And that part will go as well. So if you want to sort of rock it up a little bit. As much fun as this looping is, you can sit here and solo all day, I know I could. But another thing you can get to do is you get to layer up tracks in an order that perhaps people might not have heard before. So you get to sort of maybe sneak a track up on people without them realising it. As I've just done now. Everybody raise up your hand, be honest, have you spotted it? No? No one's got it? No one at all? You're not going to get one or two, okay? Alright, there you go. If you've got any questions about it, there's a touch on a few features here, but if you've got any questions about anything else that it does, you've got Matt over here, you can come up to me any time later on. Happy to answer any questions about it. And just have a good day. Thanks for coming down.
Well done, Dave.